Heck yeah, boys. The new exhaust showed up for the Grom. Oh no, oh no. Well, that kind of fell apart. Oh, that looks sweet. That looks freaking sweet. So there is the muffler. And I'm assuming this is some hardware. Oh yeah, some hardware. It actually came with a spring tool, which is kind of neat. And then the exhaust from the header back, plus the little mount for the bracket for this. Now, I went with an iStunt. A lot of people around by us locally actually run the iStunt. I believe it's just an eBay exhaust that's basically branded, but it's a very good quality muffler. Like, actually, this is really nice for the $92 that it cost. Like, really cheap. And the main reason I went with this is because I like how it looked. I will probably run something else in the future, but I just wanted something cheaper because I couldn't find something that I really liked that wasn't like $600 to begin with. So while the bike is mostly stock, this is going to be perfect to run. It's a good budget starter exhaust for this. Like I said, while it's mostly stock. Now, you might be wondering why there's no muffler on it. If you guys check out the last video, we removed the muffler and we did some riding when I went and bought this thing because I wanted it louder and I wanted to be able to hear it. And my exhaust yet did not show up. I ordered the exhaust like 3 or 4 days before I even bought the bike. So I will add some clips in after we get this installed with the straight pipe and then with the iStunt. I am not going to show you what the exhaust sounded like stock because chances are you're watching this video, you probably have a stock Grom. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is these don't line up. They're kind of crooked. And I don't know if that is because this is technically for an older model Grom. I don't know if they changed anything on the 25s. As far as I know, they didn't, but it does seems to sit okay. Just this part doesn't line up. Doesn't hit anything. It seems to fit good otherwise. So I'm not really quite sure. But there we are. Yeah, you can see they sit angled for some reason. I'm not really quite sure why. I don't understand why that is, but everything else sits good. As you can see, plenty of clearance by the swing arm, clearance for the pegs. It fits good in the head. I mean, everything else seems to fit decent. It looks freaking awesome. I love how that looks. There is a baffle in here. I'm gonna do some riding with and without the baffle, so we're gonna start out with the baffle in it, and then we'll take the baffle out, see what it sounds like then. I think it looks sweet. Kind of bummed that the iStunt gets covered up a little bit, but nothing we can do about that. If this was an older model Grom, I believe it does bolt in down here, and then it would not cover the iStunt, but you know, it is what it is. I am gonna straighten this because this is gonna drive me nuts otherwise. There. That looks a little better. Yeah, still kind of bummed it covers that, but for 90 bucks, really can't go wrong. I do not understand what any of this is for. This bracket, or whatever the heck this thing is. Doesn't go to anything on here that I can see, so don't worry about it, I guess. Let's give it a little cold start with the baffle in. Should sound pretty decent. Pretty quiet with the baffle in. We'll rip it a little bit, see what it sounds like.
With the baffle in, it's kind of just more of a tame sound. It's not real loud, but it's not real quiet either. So if you wanted something a little overstock, leaving the baffle in is probably the way to go. We're going to pull the baffle out now and then see what it sounds like. And that's probably where I'm going to leave it, personally. But yeah, so let's get this baffle pulled out. So to remove the baffle, there's this little tiny rubber grommet thing on the bottom here on the tailpipe, and then it's a hole, and then there's an Allen inside there, which is a like a 5/32 sized Allen key. Oh my god, it's a little tighter than I thought. There we go. So go just back that Allen out. So we don't want it quiet. This is like more, you want a nice sound, but you don't want to piss the neighbors off type loud. We kind of want to piss the neighbors off type loud. We don't need this. That's just restricting horsepower. You know, the all 0.2 we're going to lose now. So, yeah, that thing's going to be hot. Put this back in here so I don't lose it. And that's it. That's simple. Now it should sound a lot more gooder. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Got some pops to it. Alright, throw the helmet back on and see what she does now. It's a lot throatier, and I do think it has a little bit more power without the baffle. At least it feels like it. I don't know. It almost feels identical to when it was straight piped. I feel like when it was with the baffle in, it almost felt like a little less happy to rev almost. I don't know. I don't know if it's making a difference at all. It probably is making no difference at all. It's just me, but it almost feels like it. But definitely sounds way better. This is how I'm going to leave it. It sounds 100 times better than the straight pipe. Sounds almost identical to the straight pipe in an idle, kind of, which is weird enough. But sounds way better when you rev it. Anything above idle, it sounded like shit with the straight pipe. We're going to try letting just a bit of air out of the rear tire. Seeing if that helps me like falling back and forth.
That's better.
Okay, the tire has a little squat. Now let's try it now. Sometimes the little things make the biggest difference. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the exhaust comparisons. I love how it sounds without the baffle. I will not be putting the baffle in, but it sounds good. So I recommend you going and getting one. And yeah, for $92, you really can't beat it. I'm going to link it down in the description so you guys can get the exact one that I bought if you are wanting that exact one. Otherwise, yeah, eventually I'll be getting another exhaust and we'll be comparing that one, but that might be for a little while yet. I gotta get an oil pump first, because the next video you guys will see, we did some more wheeling and stuff. They're more GoPro stuff, but I'm getting a lot better at my wheelies, so yeah, gonna need an oil pump because I don't want to kill this motor. So make sure you guys check out the next video because it'll be pretty good. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.